Uh, Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, Dr. Lee. Uh, I want to thank Sherry, Tsinghua University, and all the fellow speakers for giving us such a wonderful discussion so far. Michelle Yeoh has put it very, very beautifully. It is all about how we bring everybody together, as one. And the Indonesian idea of Trihita Karana is that we are living in one world. We must care the spirituality of this. And being a person who deeply loves Bali, I see that man, nature, and morality are one. Now, the issue is, sorry, I'm trying to get this to work. The issue is that if we listen very carefully, I was the first. I regret that I did not read Pope Francis Laudato Si, his encyclical, about how we should care for our common home. He was the one who identified that this is simultaneously a human, ecological, and moral crisis. Christina earlier on put this so beautifully. We are sitting on the beach with our building sandcastles with our backs to the tsunamis that are coming in different waves. Why are we blind to this? The answer is we have forgotten our morality. Our planet is our homeland, and we are living in a common home. And we are not faced with just one or two separate crises, environmental and the other one social, but a complex crisis that covers everything, includes morality, which demands an integrated approach. We need a humanism capable of bringing together different fields of knowledge, including economics, in the service of a more integral and integrating vision. This is not a word of an economist. This is a word of a man of God and religion, Pope Francis. So what is happening? We all know this. Climate warming is bringing water stress, natural disaster, and worsening poverty. As Professor Lau has just said, the world population is growing, and most of it will come from Asia and Africa. But climate change has creating, job situation, technology that are driving the flow of migration, which is creating populist politics, and the world inequality is growing over the last 40 years to an unsustainable and unjust level. But look at what has happened. The stock market is at a boom at the height of a COVID pandemic, and the stock market boom is completely related to central bank quantitative easing. The central banks have created $6 trillion, unimaginable, in a matter of months to deal with this crisis. That is to be congratulated. But what does that tell you? We are not short of resources. Economists are keep on telling you, oh, we are short of resources. We are not. The resources can be created because the COVID has identified that there is 50 to 60% excess capacity in almost everything we can think of, particularly people, but there are limits to our natural resources. So what we really need to think about is an ecosystem. It is an ecosystem. A system has architecture, has processes, has standards, has infrastructure, but it's not just about efficiency. It is about robustness. It is about justice. So we really need to think through from all 360 degrees. We cannot turn our backs, as Christina said, to the tsunami behind us. It is not behind us. It is in front of us. We have not seen it because we are only looking at blinkers, that the market can solve everything. The market is only part of society. Society is part of the planet. We are all in one. So we must have a 360 degrees open complexity systems that we need to have a full view. So in that regard, we need to look at the 5 T's of Finance 404. Finance 4.0 is that industry has moved to 4.0. Has finance caught up? We first must look at time, which is the demographics, the life cycle, which is sustainability. We need to look at the total ROE, not just profit ROE, but social ROE, including education in people and investing in nature. We must look at transfers. Do we just take risk and transfer to everybody, or do we absorb it to realize that we do not own things? As Michelle says properly, we are rich because we own humanity. We care about people. We cannot just look at things as technology. Technology is a solution, but it also brings many problems. But finally, it is about trust. We cannot, as finance people, just take other people's money and it becomes our own. We are not owners. We are stewards for everybody and future generations. We must be fully accountable. So what is the future of finance? As a finance person, we need to think about values and beliefs. We must create a trustworthy, forward-thinking finance professional that serves society in a sustainable manner. Now, just think about it. In 1995, an average life expectancy of a top 5 Fortune 500 company was 75 years. This has reduced now in 2017 to 15 years. Things are changing so fast. As Minister Ailanga says, we need a new way of thinking about the world. We cannot just say, oh, let the market take care of everything. It is it's cognitively diverse. It must be system savvy. We must be disruption oriented, and we must be deeply embedded in nature, society, and justice. We are stewards of the world, not exploiters. And this is why it is very important that this conference today, this forum, sends out a total message about why man, nature, and morality are one. In Indonesia, in Indonesian language, is Tri Hita Karana. In Chinese, it's Tian Ren He Yi, but it is more than Tian Ren He Yi, not just man, nature, but morality. Tian Ren Dao He Yi. We must have a unified vision to address as Christina says, the tsunamis, the waves of tsunami that are before us. But if we are united in diversity, we have an integrative role of that man, nature, and morality are one. We will face all our challenges together. Thank you very much indeed.